You are. Why is that? Because they prepared it? I didn't know we might need to write our complaint about that.
Well, there are a lot of people working there that have to be paid.
Right, but aren't we paying them too?
I hope
Now,
so.
now that we have to tip everybody, everything. I don't have. But,
That's why I started to do cash every year.
yeah,
So I don't get to push them.
I know, isn't that horrible? You're right. Okay, so my name's Debbie, dietitian. This is John, chef extraordinaire. These are our lovely helpers who have been really helping us put everything together. Thank you, ladies.
And who are they?
They are. You guys tell us a little about yourselves. Beyonce. I am Beyonce. I'm a psych teacher. It's a really excellent chopper. You have
My name is Michelle, and I'm also a psych major. And yeah.
and she's an excellent chopper too. They are all excellent.
What year are those?
What year are you guys?
I am a junior. Junior as well.
Oh, we
Junior.
did you for a while.
Okay, that's good. Okay. That's hello.
Oh, that looks yummy.
So, one of my recipes today, I've been on a little bean,
bit, or what do you?
peanut sauce. Yeah. And so I just, well, Activision made a bunch of peanut sauce for us. And I'm using it on multiple recipes. And does anybody here like peanut sauce besides me?
I like it.
Okay, what do you put it on?
Pad
Pad
thai.
thai, exactly. So what we're making today is kind of a cold pad thai, but you could absolutely use it on pad thai. What else do you use it on?
Rice.
Right,
Hot rice.
perfect, okay.
But anything really. it's good
Do,
stuff.
I love it. Now you can also, you can buy it, buy it already made in a jar, and that's awesome too. This is actually made from PB2, which is a defatted and dried out peanut powder. But then you can add water to it, and that would reconstitute it to make it like peanut butter. Now, I'm a peanut butter lover, and I'm sorry I would not put that on peanut butter sandwich. But it's excellent in recipes, and it tastes fine too. It's just not peanut butter like you're used to.
And you get that where?
I got mine at Walmart, I've gotten it at Rayleigh's, I've gotten it in the bins at Winco. But
Okay.
Linda clarified something for me, which I didn't know. She found the PB2 pure, meaning that they didn't add any salt or sugar to it. I got, without knowing, PB2 original, they had a little salt and sugar to it. So yours has been made from PB2 pure. Linda, where'd you get this?
Bel Air.
Bel Air.
Oh.
Okay, so there is a difference, and when I grabbed this one, I thought I was being so smart, because there was another one that had other things added, and I thought, I'm so smart, I'm gonna get this one, and now Linda's so smart. So, okay. I can just on job if you start.
Okay, well, that's in order.
Okay.
I'm making a chickpea salad, which is about as Californian as you can get. And so, it's sort of, in reading the recipe online, this is in the New York Times. The comments are saying you can use this in place of potato salad. I don't know that I would, I like potato salad, but it does have that quality about it. And it's higher in protein, it's gonna be lower in fat. To make the sauce, I'm using vegan mayo, which means there are no eggs, and no dairy.
Where do you get that?
This, I got at the co-op, you can get it at Safeway, this is generic. And also vegan yogurt. We don't use this in our house.
We use it.
I do.
And it's because my sense of vegan is not as committed, I wear leather belts. It's like, but this has got more fat. I get non-fat Greek yogurt that has milk and cultures. This has got almond milk, it's got soy protein isolate, it's got And it's got more cultures, but it's got the cultured stuff, but it's got more fat, it's got similar fat to male. Not that that's gonna count for much because your normal male is going to kill you. This is, so, so you've got a lot of assembly,
Oh, yeah, I'm mostly assembling today
yeah.
and spiralizing. We have the spiralizer. I love one of these toys.
So, well, what I can do is just say, I'm gonna put together the things for the sauce. I've partially mashed the chickpeas, kind of thicken it a little bit, give it a little bit more mouthfeel texture. But the sauce is just a pile of stuff that we pour together. The veggies, celery, parsley and dill, scallions. If you were in our house, we would probably throw in baby peas, maybe cucumbers, maybe top it off with some toasted walnuts, give it some other texture. Garlic would be nice in the sauce. You can always put this, but this is the base recipe. And you need to remember that this is a recipe is sort of milestones of how I got to this end. And it is up to you to say, you know, I don't like that. I think that's way too much salad. That's crazy. People. So with your own stuff, that we're just setting sort of boundaries that make this particular thing. But we're showing you how to do it so you can make it work. The edges, I've got black pepper, emulsify the oil and the dairy. I've got mustard, which also gives me a nice little tang edge. Lemon, sour, and the beans, as with potato salad, the vinegar in your potato salad, it's sucked up into the potato and it melts. If you like something with a lot of pepper, you can revive next day salad with a squeeze of lemon, with a squeeze with a little bit of it. So I'm gonna make the sauce then and well, just go ahead.
Want me to talk?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a question we do.
So I'm gonna start off with my carrot and cucumber salad. And what really to this in the beginning was that it said 15-minute carrot and cucumber salad. So I thought we were doing easy things, so I picked it. You know, whenever I see how much time it takes to make recipes, I usually double that for me. So I would say this is more like a half-hour recipe, but I think a good meal could be 20 minutes to half an hour. What do you think for a quick meal?
That's good.
Okay, so you're going home tonight, and who knows what they're having for dinner? People. You know, it's shocking to me how few people know what they're having for dinner. So let's, especially those of you who are walking in and don't know what you're gonna have. What's your quick go-to meal?
Salad.
Salad, okay.
Soup.
Soup,
Beans.
beans, all right. Now, would these be like beans that you'll
Refried
can, or refried beans? Okay. Salad, you chop everything, or has it already been chopped?
No, a chocolate.
You chop it, okay. Soup already made, or are you gonna make it?
Depends if I have any left.
I think leftovers are the best. So I guess for my family, we would have any of those things too, especially if they're leftover. And I love salad, but to me, that does take a little time.
Yes.
But
Chocolate.
I will chop everything on Monday for my salads every day of the week, and it lasts. Some people say, oh, and it goes bad, but when I worked, I worked 4 days. On Sunday night, I made 4 salads, all ready to go. I just pulled out the carton and took it with me to work. So I think that'll really last. And that way you spend one time chopping. To me, that's easy cooking, is you spend one time doing the prep, and then you eat it for 4 days. Now, if I were to walk in the door and say, oh, we're gonna have for dinner, I would say tacos or burritos would be a fast thing for me. Because you have a can of refried beans, we usually do some frozen corn, maybe I have some veggies, and I microwave a couple for food. So that would be a fast meal for me. What about you, Leanne? What's fast meal for you?
My go-to these days is chips and avocado. So if I'm starving to death, I'll just smush an avocado and go, you know?
That sounds bad.
Mm.
So I think it's so important when we're trying to eat healthy, no matter what eating style you are. I mean, we know we're a whole food plant-based, we really encourage that. But whatever you want to do, you gotta have something at home in your pantry that you know you can throw together in whatever your time limit is, 20 minutes. We could do pasta in that time, really. That's why I think this recipe is a little generous in its time. It says 15 minutes, but it calls for spiralizing. Now, I do love the spiralizer. Some people have the little handheld spiralizer. You may have that one. I started with that one.
Takes longer.
It does take a while. This one, and then I ended up getting this little guy. And he does harder things too, harder vegetables. And so I like that because my little one, you know, you rip all your knuckles off going inside that little thing, in case anybody's ever had one of those. So this one, you don't rip your knuckles off. It is pretty fast. And I usually have done just zucchini, mostly zucchini or yellow squash. So I practiced yesterday, so I hadn't done cucumber. It does cucumber beautifully. Carrots, it wasn't as good because it takes a little core out of the middle to go around, and this carrot doesn't have a whole lot around it. So I didn't love that. So I went to old school, my peeler. And this is a little fancy peeler, I guess. It's got one side that does sort of like planks and the other side that does strips. So for my carrot, that's what I needed. Because I didn't love it on this. The cucumber though, this has got it going on for that. So you just put this together, you stick it in here. Linda, you want to come do it? Because you said you didn't have one of these. Come prank.
So, if you have, if you plant some trees, drink a lot.
True. It's a great thing to do with it. Okay, so I just have it stuck in the middle and you just crank. Give it a little push. You do have to put a little, put your back into it.
Your tips is good.
The pressure's on. Yeah, I think you're just not, yeah, I think we're just not, unless flop it, so the bigger end is here. Crack the stuck there, stick this right in. There we go. Now try and really push when you do it. And it's gonna come out here. Give you a lot of room.
Now we're going.
Oh, now she's going to town. And they're usually so long that like for a salad, I'll just cut clumps of it. These are good. These good lengths. Okay. It's nice, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Keep going, keep going. It makes a lot, huh? Now, if this was zucchini, it wouldn't make that much too. So with this cucumber, I'm gonna have it in a cold salad. If I was doing zucchini, I could throw it in a little saute pan, heat it up a little bit, and now that could be your pasta. You could throw it in the last minute while your pasta is boiling, and you could do it that way too. There you go. Okay, good job. Yay. Good job. Now, the one thing.
Watch your step. Yeah.
You do like you waste a little bit because it's not going to go this far. And usually there's this big long core that comes out. So I usually save those, cut them up, have them in a little bowl or baggie, and then I'm going to put them on my salads for the week. Or sometimes I'll chop them all up and throw them in muffins, not cucumbers, but if it was carrots or zucchini or something, I might do that. Huh? So that way I don't waste it. But that's pretty cool, right? Yeah. All right. Now my carrot, Dawn, do you need to go?
Well, I can say, I'm now gonna toss. Back to you.
Okay, so with this handy dandy tool and my carrot, you still waste a little bit. Like do them up here. I just pull it down and it makes. Oops, I really gotta lay it down. And it makes some little strips. So, this recipe called for 5 carrots. That's not gonna happen in 15 minutes for me. So, but it's not bad, it's easy. I have a little waste, I chop it and put it over there and it goes on my salad. And you know what? When you cook at home, you get some exercise, right? Okay, are your muscles a little sore from doing that, Linda? Yes.
I have a question for John.
Okay.
I came a little late to class, but are those chickpeas from the can or are they fresh?
They're from the can.
Okay,
I hate to cook from the can. If you're doing, from the dry, it would be a cup and a half of dry. Cooked it would be for the single recipe that you have here. But it's 2 cans and this is a double batch, so.
Okay.
Thank you. You didn't say you have to vote.
No, I poured it down the drain.
Well, I was wondering if you continue to do that, would be soft.
It probably could, but for me, it's pretty stocky stuff. I mean, this Greek yogurt is particularly Greek. It doesn't sort of stand up and say, baking on toast and back. It's a Greek, it is more like that. Dolmens. I mean, that. I'm just gonna say, I'm integrating the chickpeas, celery, and the scallions, just so that it's sort of spread out before I put the sauce on. If I do it all in a lump, then I'm gonna be fighting the whole food for a whole lot longer. Also it's loosening it up, so there's when I pour the sauce on, it'll filter down. Saving the effort.
Excellent.
It's amazing.
So this is what I'm left with. So, you don't waste it, and you put it over here, you can put it in your salad, your salad.
or just snack on it.
Or you just check that, I'll tell you, I do eat if you want. You're right. So now also, if you make, that spiralizing thing, that's way too much work, I don't do that. You can go to the store and buy spiralized stuff. And so I grabbed these because I thought they were carrots, but no, they're butternuts block. So we're gonna throw that in too, what the heck? But they did have spiralized zucchini, not cucumber. But cucumber is so easy. And I bet they'd be easy on that little handheld one too. But these are a little squashy flavored. They're also, sometimes the sparkles are just too long, so you gotta talk about. And then all I'm gonna do is put my peanut sauce on. Now, this recipe came with its own peanut sauce, but I use the same one because we have Velma, who is a member of our group, and she made this salad before, this soaping into the rest of my other salad, with this peanut sauce, so I just tripled her peanut sauce recipe. And I think that can be life-changing at home when you do that. Because not only now do we make a lower fat peanut sauce, we've got, it's cheaper too, because if you bought the jars of peanut sauce, those are like $4.99. Isn't everything $4.99 now? Let's just throw a few of these.
If you make your own sauce, how long does that last in the fridge?
I usually say 3 to 5 days. My sister's always calling me, and she's the one that told me she makes big batches. So she said, in 7 days, you think that's okay? And I don't. I think 3 to 5 days.
To keep her from asking.
Oh, boy. Oh, girl.
You do you.
So all this salad needs now is a little of my sauce. And the sauce gets thicker and thicker. So you can just keep adding water to it or lime juice. And it's very forgiving. The sauce has soy sauce in it, ginger, supposed to be fresh, but I left it in the whole number fixer. Little maple syrup for a little sweetness, and you really kind of do need that, I think. Rice vinegar, sriracha, and our PB2 with water. Okay, John, you go.
I'm gonna something really delicate, I'm just gonna pour.
Oh, I'm very delicate.
Like,
Oh,
yeah, I don't buy the pure. I buy
Salads can be abused.
Wine everywhere.
Not pastry.
I don't. So it takes a bit to get all that sauce down to the bottom. So you just gotta work it. Now we got my carrots, got our zucchini, I'm sorry, our cucumber. Now, another thing I do, and is a favorite go-to for a quick meal with the peanut sauce, is that broccoli slaw. Does anybody like broccoli slaw?
I love it.
Love that stuff. Now, my sister, she eats it cold and puts the peanut sauce on it. I heat it up in the pan, throw in a can of garbanzo beans or whatever bean or tofu, whatever you have, and then throw the peanut sauce on that. So I love that stuff.
So can you make the broccoli
Make the sauce at home? How would you do that?
I've only bought it in the bag. I guess if you had a bunch of broccoli and you cut off the stems
Yeah.
and threw it in the food processor
Oh, okay.
somehow,
Yeah.
With the shredder, maybe.
do it with the shredding. Yeah, that's a good one with the shredding
Yeah.
thing on your food processor. Now this, just to top it off, you put a little cilantro on it and you put some peanuts. Now, not that we're all about the peanut. I hope we have no peanut allergies. Should ask that first.
They can have more of this,
That's right, you have more of that.
plenty of this.
So we got all our cilantro, we're just gonna throw some of that on.
Nice.
We're gonna throw some of our peanuts, which are there.
She doesn't.
Did you send away for your spiralizer? I sent to Amazon and.
Good one.
I like that one. I actually like it. It has several settings. I really generally only use this one, but in case you forget, which I do every time, it shows you, you can make like a thicker fettuccine noodle or ribbon or like a spaghetti noodle.
How much
So,
is that?
oh, it wasn't
Okay.
expensive, like $20.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't expensive.
That was before Trump.
You know, that's true. I've had it a long time. You're
Okay,
absolutely
yeah.
right.
Tariffs 25% extra.
See, I bought one of those. And I don't know that I've used it 3 times. And it's,
Yeah.
well, we're not a
That's big.
I like hot food.
Yeah.
And I like savory food, and we tend to be pasta addicts with varieties of things to top it. So salad is a secondary thing, and you make a fancy salad is okay, is company coming? No, then we're not gonna go on. We're just gonna get the wicked chop.
Yeah.
It's amazing, it's gonna be veggies. Oh, well, that's, life is good when you have a sharp knife.
Yeah.
But it's, so it's a spiralizer gradually found its way to the basement. I have a handheld one, which is good for, well, let's just have fun. Do cucumber, but in reality, it was not something that I spent better money buying a sharper knife, a good knife, not.
Come on, I encourage you to spiralize them.
Oh,
Oh, so pretty.
yeah, but then you're gonna eat it.
Well, you got that right. You got that right.
It
First looks like spaghetti.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. It basically tastes like spaghetti then.
But you can treat it like spaghetti if you want, or if you're, cut back on calories or something, you can do that.
Yeah.
It's not that I hate stuff, but it doesn't rise to. There is a new salad, but when they make it, it disappears, and it shouldn't, because it's, the kale Caesar salad. That is a vegan, that the New York Times of all people published. And it is, I made a half recipe.
Yeah.
And the other half, my daughter said, Maybe we should, we just get rid of the leftovers, let's do the other half,
Yes.
create the whole recipe in one go,
Yeah.
I'll retire.
because those vary.
Is it got oil in it?
No,
These are always.
yeah, and the fish came from Nori.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a little fish flavor?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And,
That you broke up or you bought this freeze?
I took the sheet and she said, what you do this out of playing cards, so I got on one sheet,
Okay.
on my CDs.
That's how I do it too.
Cut out my playing cards, threw it in the blender,
Oh.
it's cashews, the creaminess,
Oh.
and
It's over there when you come in.
I need kale salads, or kale,
Been trying.
so this is our kale salad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too many times, just to-
so this, my daughter has decided this is a location now, so this will be something that we do again.
No.
And you know, it's not just a quick easy meal, but it's also great for potlucks. So some potlucks coming up, that's a good go-to for potluck.
Well, nobody's gonna do cake, they're gonna have awful potatoes.
That's right.
Nobody talks, this will be good.
You're right. Yeah.
Is there a recipe for plant-based potato salad?
Yeah, we've done some potato salad.
Yeah, and you can, for that, I use the brand new vegan. Has, a plant-based, and I think it's even oil-free. There's a garlic aioli that he puts on the potatoes. That the magic word garlic, aioli, and I think it's either made of cauliflower or some other vegetable that's pureed. So that it is the creamy.
So that replaces the mayonnaise?
Yeah. And it's. Or you can go German and have the red wine vinegar.
Oh, yeah.
And we use, so again, we use potatoes. But unlike my mother, we put in peas and we put in chopped red bell pepper, we put in vegan bacon bits. All kinds of things that it's more of a salad, that potatoes are the main constituent, but not the only. Because it's fun and because it's visual and your mouth says, ah.
Okay, so next one, this is from Velma. This is a cold noodle salad, it's more like a lukewarm food salad. Or noodle salad with the peanut sauce, so this just calls for a bunch of veggies. So, and these noodles, now, it called for soba noodles, but I wanted to make them gluten-free, so I got those Thai rice noodles. Because they're gluten-free, they're the rice ones. And these are perfect also for pad thai. So exactly what we're doing here, you just heat that up and now you got pad thai. So it's exactly the same, maybe a few different vegetables. And you can make your own pad thai, just like in a restaurant. You don't need to go grab takeout. So these, we soak them in water because Beyonce said she had just seen on a cooking show that you soak those in water for a little bit and then you boil them. And it gets rid of that starchiness and gumminess. In fact, I just made pad thai with these last week, and sometimes how you know it just comes up in a clump, and I don't love that. Some people love that, but I don't love that. And so that, we're hoping we got rid of that clumpy. But then we just got veggies, we got peppers. I doubled it, so we got double the peppers. Puffer radishes, which I thought was interesting. So she sliced all these radishes for me. And then we've got some zucchini. Here's our zucchini, which we could have spiralized. There we go. We're not going to cut those a little smaller now that I look at them.
Did you put that butternut squash in there?
That I put in that one.
Oh,
But I have a little bit more. I could put it in here too. I do that. Okay. Throw it in there.
that's what I said.
It's a salad.
Okay. Now, this doesn't, you might say, this is not a quick meal because you have all this chopping. And I don't disagree with you. But this is where when you come home from the store or on your Sunday or your Monday night or whenever is your day, You just get everything chopped for the week. So now we have all these things that I could have been adding these to my salad every night when I came home, so now I'm on to chop again. It's just all ready. I could have added them to my soup. I could have mixed them with my beans. Yes, and then we're gonna add our peanut sauce. Which, and if it starts to thicken up, you just add a little more water. John, what's your go-to when you get home?
Well, I'm already there, so that makes it no reason.
Yes.
When I get up from my nap. It depends. Usually I will start with an onion and the garlics and see where we go.
Okay,
If I've got tomatoes, then I could go with a red sauce. Finding the cherry tomatoes are the tomato to have, fresh tomato to have in the winter because it'll always have flavor. They're always that sour and sweet.
do you think it does in the winter?
In the winter, there's no large tomato in the winter is any good.
I agree.
I don't, but cherry tomatoes, I can take one of those, pop it in the skillet with onions and garlics. And then say, well, what else have we got? And it's just, I've got mushrooms, I've got, we build from that. And then it's, you know, sometimes it'll be, well, a lot of times it'll be a pasta because my daughter is a pasta person. And there's a, you know, bucatini? It's a hollow spaghetti.
Oh, wow.
And there is a bucatini that Safeway has started carrying that has spiralized that in the spring. And it was one of the Pinterest people had a dish that had this, and instead of calling it pasta with sauce, they called it wiggle. And I thought, well, of course it's wiggle. And so we now have wiggle. We have wiggle with red sauce.
Oh.
And it's good, and I had stopped.
Picks up the sauce.
It picks up the sauce, it's hollow tube, and if you've got a lot of, you don't have a thick sauce, it's a watery sauce. The tube, that's the word. And they're just a lot of fun. There was a big fan of bucatini, and some columnist was complaining about it disappearing from the shelves. And so I found a batch, I bought a box, and it's just hollow spaghetti. But the spirals, now we're talking fun. So that's where we have the fun.
Do you blend up, you're using cherry tomatoes and you're putting it in the sauce?
Yeah,
Are you blending it or do you just let the
I will cut
skins be there?
big skins. If I'm in a hurry, I will, avoid them. Cut them in half,
Okay, yeah,
but you can cook them whole,
okay.
and they will, as they cook, they will melt and explode and whatever.
Oh, okay.
When you have your other things, I will throw spinach in there and Lord knows what else.
Okay,
Um,
yes. Wow.
Now we're getting more color.
Now we're going. So I added green onions, added some cilantro, and then you sprinkle your nuts on top.
I would.
Oh, I'm loving this tool. Really? What do you use?
That's a spaghetti tool.
I know, but look, and these are noodles.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said that to you like I would have to my husband. What would you do?
I would do something stiff, well, I would do this actually, because it's stiff and you can elevate easily without catching.
Oh, all right.
This is a tool that we got in overabundance when the kitchen was set up here. So we had like 8
I
of
know,
these,
you're
30,
right.
10 of these,
I've never used one at home.
yeah. It's like, somebody thought it was a great idea, and it probably is. And I've seen more people use it to stir soup and
Wow.
Hey.
Here. Okay, so the thing with your quick meals, if you just wanna find the things you like and have your pantry stocked with them. So that you can make a quick meal, make a quick pasta, make a quick salad, make a quick soup. What else we got for quick meals? Anybody else have any ideas for quick meals?
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches, perfect,
There's a,
right,
a green goddess chicken sandwich, and there's soybean, of course.
yes,
That is,
I think we made that.
it's very tasty.
Yeah,
and
that's
you-
good.
You make one. And you got it for the week. And you can, with this sitting alongside, you're sitting there thinking, I'm so proud of myself.
That's right,
Um,
okay. Were you gonna say a rest, an idea?
Oh, I usually do bulk cooking.
Okay,
And so
perfect.
I always have chili, I've got mashed potatoes,
Exactly.
I've got rice, I've got beans, and just mix them together with some vegetables.
I think cooking that way is the way to go. That way you don't have to cook it every single night.
Kind of like you're talking about the chopping, it's just try to have every week and make some sausage,
Yeah.
vegan sausage.
Cook a pot of beans if you want, a grain. Yeah.
Muffin.
I use protein for inspiration.
Okay,
It's where I start. So when I'm gonna put together a meal, pick one in particular,
yeah,
I'll go and stare at whatever protein I have.
okay,
And I see tofu. Okay, what goes with tofu? And I start. And what goes with that and what goes with that? And I build it on the fly according to what I feel like eating right then.
okay, that's good.
And
Your
it's,
teeth look like donuts.
yeah, it's. For me, if I start with the protein, then it just comes.
Okay, right, that's a great idea, and thanks for saying that, because in this or that, we could throw in tofu, we could throw in edamame. We could throw in your vegan Italian sausage, we could throw that into any of these too, you're right, and build from there. That's a good idea, all right.
But I don't think it has to be, I don't think it has to be protein. I think you can start from cherry tomatoes.
Yeah.
Okay, what goes with cherry
Right.
tomatoes? And
Or whatever's in season.
your intuition leads you to it, you know, you
That's-
just get
I
it.
think we all have that intuition. Once we get it going.
Well, My,
Something.
my mother
You can
taught
practice
me
it.
young
Yeah.
to say, what do I feel like eating?
Oh, that's
You know,
good,
what do I want? You know, and just ask yourself, what do you want?
right, okay. I like it.
An English breakfast,
English
formal.
breakfast. Oh, okay,
No,
so, should we eat?
how could I do it?
Yes, we can. Now, we've got green onions and cilantro that you could add on to anything you want. You could do a squeeze of lime. You could do some. Yes, I don't think I ever did the nuts on this. Bring them in too. Okay, so let's go. Come on out. Let's enjoy our creation.
Okay, say goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. Thank you. And this, oh, did Paul dial in?